Hello, little ones. You finished your first portion? I wonder if it's going to get warm today. I wonder if you need your cool pods. Your little ice pods. Good morning, Zarek. Good morning, Palin. How be do? How's it going? A bonnie? Two banui. Ah. Ooh. Regular Maniac, thank you very much for the 61 months. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Good morning, Saffron. How's everyone doing? Did you have good weekends? Morning, Emma. I had a dream last night that it was like 10:30 and I woke up and was like, oh my gosh, it's 10:30. What? Oh, geez, I've overslept so much. What am I going to do? And then I actually woke up and it was like 8 a.m. I was like, oh, there you go. Good morning, Rob and Joe and Justin and Minion and Darius and David. Morning, Kate. You've had a cold all weekend. It feels like my brains are trying to escape through my face. Oh, that's no fun. That is not fun. I'm sort of waiting to feel not well. Because his Be Real just gone off. How dare it? Doesn't it know I'm too busy being real? There was no Kirby Law on Friday because Kirsty and I were away all week. So we wouldn't have had time to record one. So it was a lawless Friday. Much like how Fifi is living her life at the moment. She's been such a wonderful little goblin, haven't you? And she's got such a fluffy little butt at the moment. Okay. Gerry! Come on, Gerry. Come on. You can get across the slippy floor. Gerry, come on. It's not that far. Come on, Gerry. Okay, you have the ball. He too baby today. Bless he. Yeah, there was no law. Kirsty, bless her, she isn't feeling too well. And obviously because I just spent the last week with her, I'm like, oh, is it just a matter of time before I feel not well? Do you need... There you go. Morning, Boba. I didn't steal her voice. Everyone kept saying she sounded like me when she recorded her voice, so she stole my voice, if anything. But yeah, I was sort of, this morning, I was thinking of putting a note in the Discord being like, if I'm not streaming Bun Stream by 10:10, assume that I've been claimed by the ills. Why didn't Brilliant simply do all of your voices? That is a good point. I'm sure he could do a very good Essex impression. Wait, did she do a 7-hour Oblivion stream? Feeling how she felt? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Wait, Gerry, I need to see who that be. Will this stand? Okay, I'll be back in a bit, baby boy. Genius, thank you very much for the 52 months. Thank you very much. She's a menace mostly to herself. Oh my goodness. Dear oh dear. My menace. Aren't you? So at the moment, because Kirsty thinks that maybe she had like a faint positive on a COVID test, I'm sort of holding off to see if I've got one, which means that the thing that I was meant to be doing today We're meant to be recording something in the office today, but I don't think, well, Kirsty's definitely not coming down for it. I don't think I'll go in for it. I'm assuming we've been replaced as a duo rather than individually. So she's going for Gerry's even though you've still got your own, Fifi. Can I steal some more tufts? Oh, that was a bit of a tough one, I'm sorry. So yeah, I might have more free time than I thought this week after I did the early schedule. I got that one. Do you still have pellets in there, baby boy? Oh, you do. You got plenty. You got plenty. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mystery week. And also, I was meant to go today to so I entered a short story competition, and the award ceremony is today. So I'll never know. I mean, I'm guessing they might email people, but I'll never know if I did any good. If I won a prize. Because I was hoping to go along to that, but it doesn't seem like a good thing to do if I don't know if I'm possibly got something. Hang on, Fifi. Don't have that. There you go. You can have the rest when Gerry's feeling a bit more hungry. I was just distracting you for your tufts. Bum, ba-da-dun, dun, dun, dun. But yeah, we had a lovely time away. I've got a little vlog that I need to put together to show what we got up to, and we recorded a little episode to go along with it as well. And all in all, it was a very lovely trip. Go to the award ceremony anyway for Reward the Bristol writing community with disease. Oh no. Take them all down. It's one of those things that I imagine there are a lot of creative writers in Bristol. Bristol is a very creative city. So I imagine a lot of people entered and a lot of people who wrote a lot better than I did. But it still would have been nice to go, do a gracious loser clap every time they announce who won what. I was trying to persuade someone to go along for me and wear a camera so that I could just feel like I was there. But so far, for some reason, no one has taken that bait. I don't know why. I was trying to persuade Alistair to do it, and I was telling him that it was a black tie event. I was like, you've got to get dressed up for it. You got to get dressed up and accept my award for me. Just hold up the phone. I'll do a speech. It'll be great. But yeah. Oh, Alex might still go. I guess it depends how he feels after a day of work. But yeah, it just would have been nice because I've never done anything like this before, and it's the first time running this competition. They did say it would be one of many. They want to start making it a regular thing, but it just would have been nice to be there for the first one and see what it was like. But yes, I don't think Arnhall would do it. I think he would tell me where to go if I asked him to. But yeah. But yes. Oh well. Maybe they email you to let you know. I'm sure they do. And maybe it's better this way because if you don't know if you won or lost, it's like Schrodinger's short story competition. I could always think, maybe I won. But yeah, sounds more like a trot thing. I wonder. I mean, it's a pity that I didn't persuade anyone else to enter the competition. Otherwise, they would have been going anyway. But yes, I keep looking across at Fifi and thinking I really want to have another go at those bum tufts. When I got back from Lyme, her bottom half was just so much fluffier than the top half. She really really decided to start molting. Or maybe it's just that I wasn't there to like smush some of them off. But yeah. Because like I always notice when they come back from the borders, they're always a lot fluffier. Gerry, no! Gerry, baby! Oh, little guy! I can hold you, it's okay. There we go. My poor little man. He went tumbling. You did a toffee tumble. Oh, bless him. Bless you, baby boy. Oh, I had a friend around the other day who is, don't fall over the other way now. I had a friend over the other day who works at a vet. And she was saying, like, oh, he's really good for 10. Like, she was like, you should see some of the bunnies we get in who are 10. She was like, they're really crispy. Whereas he still has his baby looks, which is nice. Morning, Mildred. So, I think sometimes you forget how old he is. And then he does things like that where he just tumbles over and you're like, oh, there he goes. My poor old man, baby. He doesn't want his pellets yet. I can't give you the rest of them. Honestly, Fifi has been an absolute menace recently. She's obsessed with going upstairs. As if we described humans as crispy. That's just Granddaddy's a bit crispy now. Drew. Morning, Grub. Good morning, Hansan. Someone still stumble over it. 10 months. This is true. This is true. I've got a song stuck in my head and it's driving me mad. Because it's not really one that you can just sing along to in your head. So occasionally it keeps on distracting me. Oh, my goodness. Couldn't help but notice that the postie didn't bring a stick of rock and a fridge magnet of Lyme Regis this morning. I'm disappointed. I can't believe you didn't bring Chat a present. Oh, I'm sorry. We did go into a sweetie shop as well, and there was a lot of rock. In fact, I think the shop was even called, like, Lime Rocks, maybe? And they did do rock, but it was mostly Kirsty buying. She got really excited because they had nerd rope, which I hadn't seen before, but I guess it's like a chewy, long version of nerds. There's my cheeky postcard. Oh no. Oh no. I did an hour about getting my parents a postcard at the end, but because Kat was very good with buying postcards for people, I was like, it's just not something I do anymore. I used to do it as a child, buying postcards, but don't really think of them now. I'm going on holiday again in a couple of weeks, so I'll get into the postcard mood. Who wants a postcard? I'll do it. I didn't even get a fridge magnet because technically I've already got one. Did they have fossil pun ones? No, the postcards in Lyme Regis are quite dull. It has to be said. There's some nice ones, but a lot of them are just like weirdly distant aerial shots of the beach. Whereas you could get some quite nice shots of the beach if you just put your mind to it. But then again, I guess you want to see, it's more about seeing all of Lyme, isn't it, rather than getting a nice beach shot. Come on in, Mashti. Where are you off to, Fifi? All she wants is to be upstairs. It's just her obsession at the moment. And anytime someone's in the kitchen, she's like running in as well because she's just got that mindset on at the moment. Crazy bunny. She knows there's unguarded hamster food, yeah. I slept in the back bedroom last night, so for the first time I got to hear how active Artemis is through the night. And she was very confused about my presence there. Sorry, I'm just watching Fifi attack a hippo. She's just... Fifi! What are you doing? Fifi! You're an ne'er-do-well, you are. Gerry, are you hungry for pellets again yet? There we go. There we go. Have you got what Kirsty's got? I don't think so, but I don't know. Like, I would be amazed if Kirsty got something and I didn't. Because we had a very intimate week. So I can't see us... I just don't know it'd be possible for one of us to get something and the other not to. So I'm sort of just bracing myself. And because Alex is immunocompromised, it's just better for me to isolate immediately rather than waiting until I feel ill, sort of thing. So I'm where's that little settle? Yes, it's just, but sorry, I keep getting distracted by such silly things, and at the moment it's Fifi's little hands. Oh my gosh, it's just the way her little hands are stood upon me. What was I saying? I was in the middle of something. It's what happens when you don't stream for a week. You just forget. You just forget what to do. How to speak. I've just been staring at the sea all week. I've not had to I was talking about Artemis, wasn't I? Yeah, so it turns out Artemis likes to chew the tank a lot, which is worrying because she's in a wooden tank. So that is a matter of time before she does finally escape. I did hear her using her wheel a lot, which is nice. Gerry, down there. He say no. But generally, it was quite nice just being able to hear that she is up and about and moving around because she is a bit of a ghost hamster. Also, there was someone who wrote in to adopt a hamster and they were like, oh, I really want one of the hamsters that's been the most overlooked and has been with you for the longest. And the rescue was like, well, that's either Pebbles or Fauna. And they were like, I would like to fill out a form for Pebbles, please. So poor Fauna got overlooked once more. I'm just like, poor little Hom. But yeah, hopefully that means that the next person who writes in like that, hopefully that means that they will then ask for Fauna. And it will have to be fairly soon because Fauna's getting into the becoming a sanctuary hamster age fairly soon. As he is getting older, bless him. Not too much older, he's only like middle-aged at the moment, but yeah. Stolen. Tee. It's my little pile of tufts that I've been stealing throughout. There we go. There we go. Man in his best years, yeah. I didn't get to see him for a little while because I was away, and also he was just like, his hours changed a bit. So I didn't see him for a bit. And then when I got back from Lyme, I got up in the morning and he was there, and I was just like, hello. And he immediately ran over for his, I've been giving him like a little sunflower seed when I do see him. And yeah, he just immediately came over, and I was like, yay, we have built up a little bit of trust recently. He just all of a sudden like really came out of his shell. Not to the point of wanting to like, of being like super interactive, but getting a little bit braver, which is nice. Also, good morning, everyone. Heading to my parents' place to babysit our 14-year-old beagle. Ah, oh, lovely. Oh my gosh, 14-year-old beagle. But yeah. But yeah, it would be nice for him to get a forever home. But thankfully, with hamsters, they're not really aware that they're not in their forever home, I guess, because it's just where they live, isn't it? So hopefully he's just having a lovely time. They added a beagle minion to Final Fantasy XIV last patch. Ah, cute. Cute. I got kicked out of the Diamond League on Duolingo last night because I went to do my Duolingo at like 10:30 or something, and it said you've got 23 seconds to do your lesson, and that's impossible to do a lesson in 23 seconds. So I was kicked out. I was like, no. So I'm back down into Obsidian League. And yeah, I'll have to fight my way back up. I'd been in Diamond for like a few weeks now. I managed to do it all whilst I was on holiday, sneakily keep my score up, but yes, after 7 years I finally finished number 1 in the Diamond League. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Very good. Sometimes I swear though, like there are times when I am in the Diamond League and I've done like my first lesson and got 60 XP, and then someone else is already at the top with 3,000, and I'm just like, huh? How have you got this much time? How have you done this? But yeah, I need to, cheaters, that's what they are, bloody cheaters. But yeah, I need to hopefully now I have a bit more free time to work my way back up again. Who cheats at Duolingo? I know. Unbelievable. They chose their own language and spam practice sessions. Yeah. Oh. I've realised that I'm starting to like forget the earlier stuff that I learned. So I was thinking, I do need to start going back and like doing the beginning stuff again just to refresh myself. But also, I was in our local shop the other day and they had a German for Beginners book, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should just get that. Do little top-ups every now and then, work my way through the book. Because it's just one of those, like community, charity, book swap type things that I saw there. But yeah, I did get myself a notebook that I was going to start writing stuff down in, so I could always refer back to that if I wanted. Because I know that on Duolingo you can like go back and look at all the words that you've learned, but sometimes it's just easier to do it if you've got like a physical book and you know where the things are in it. Because sometimes if you want to look up a word that begins with W, you've got to, you can't just choose which letter you're looking at. You have to just scroll all the way down. I was thinking that of getting like a GCSE book or something. But yeah, I occasionally go back and redo the earlier lessons just in case I've forgotten how to say, I am Owen, I am a man. Sounds like a good idea because I'm sure you don't already have a massive stack of notebooks. When we got our Kallax for the computer room, literally one entire section of it is taken up by notebooks. But that was I did repurpose a notebook for it. I didn't buy a specific one, or did I? No, I think it was one I'd already been given. The problem is I get bought notebooks and I only use, I know this is such a finicky point to make, but I only use ring-bound notebooks. And a lot of the time people get you those ones that are just like a normal notebook. And I struggle with them. Good morning, Owls. How are you doing? My dad is at least conversational in 5 languages, and his way of learning a new language is by reading a book and translating as he goes. That makes sense. That's pretty much what I do with books that are written in English. Like, I started a new book yesterday, and I had to look up what so many words meant. Because I was just like, oh. And then there was one where they used the word again, and I'd already forgotten what it meant. So that's already my experience of reading. It's just not knowing words a lot of the time. What was one of them? I had never heard it before. It was like polulation or something. And it was like, oh, Gerry, don't fall over. Do I need to prop you up? Emma, that is one of the only reasons that I've ever thought of getting an e-reader. Other than so I could know that the word has never been found. But if I could just click on it, because a lot of the time I then Google something on my phone and then I find myself just scrolling and I'm like, hang on, wasn't I reading a book 10 seconds ago? So it does take me out of it a little bit. But yeah. Starts slow, but it helps to ingrain the really common phrases. Yeah. That's why I was thinking of, I started looking up German children's books on eBay. Thinking maybe I could get some of those. Morning, Ned. Maybe that would help. What would really help would probably just be going to Germany. And being a bit more surrounded by language. That would that was a proper flop. That wasn't him falling over that time, thankfully. I'm on my 3rd because I'm a speedy reader, so it's just more practical than dragging an entire suitcase of books on holiday. That does make sense. I got to do a lot of reading on holiday, which was nice. Thankfully, Kirsty and Kat were also up for doing quiet time activities, because you never really know when you're going on holiday with people if it's going to be one of those things where you start reading and then you immediately just get someone being like, what are you reading? And you're like, nothing, because you're talking to me. Morning, Fruitles. But I pretty much read most of the book on holiday. Went to Berlin last year and I got spoken to more in Italian than German. Oh. Came up to install Oblivion. Yeah, that was Kirsty's quiet time activity. But yeah, I was thinking, oh, should I take second book? But because the book I was reading was the book club book, I tried not to read anything between the book club book and the book club meeting in case what I read overwrites everything I've read, if that makes sense. So yeah. But then after book club, I started a new book. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to carry on with it. I don't know if it's going to be... You know when you just have a real urge to read a certain type of book? I don't know if it fits in with that. But I also don't want to add another book to my did not finish pile. So, because I've abandoned one book this year already. So, but I did read like 62 pages of this book yesterday, so maybe I should just carry it on. But yeah, it's just got quite an odd style. And like I was saying before, I've had to look up a lot of words already. Good morning, Drew. How's it going? Oh, it's 10:30. I'm going to... Oh. Sorry, Phoebe, that wasn't me summoning you. That was me saying my Sorry, I did a COVID test before I started the stream, and I was just gonna check it. I'm sorry, bunnies. I shouldn't have reached up for something on the table, should I? I got you overexcited. It wasn't exciting. I'm sorry. Oh, babies. Think I've DNF'd one so far this year. Yeah, I gave up with one just because it was annoying me more than I was enjoying it, and I was like, that's not a good that's not a good way to read a book. Fruitals, no, I feel absolutely fine, but I just went away on holiday with Kirsty, and I think Kirsty has a faint line for COVID, so it's just one of those things that I'm just being cautious, and also being a bit scared that one day I'll just wake up and not have a voice, which is a bit stinky. Because this week was, I mean, you can tell by the schedule, this week was meant to be a very busy week for me of other activities, and now I don't think I'm going to get to do any of them. But yeah, I was a bit miffed as well, because in theory it should have been right up my street. That's exactly how I felt about the book I didn't finish. So I started reading Eros and Psyche, which is one of my favourite stories in Greek mythology. So I was so excited to read it, and I was like, I'd even planned when in the year I was going to read it and stuff like that. And then, Fifi, will you stop eating the sofa, please? Fifi! My little pickle. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Fifi! Fifi! She's eating the blanket. Fifi! 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 I can see you. Oh my goodness. Right. Do you want to have your treat? Because otherwise she is just going to keep on. Let's see how long it takes for her to notice. Oh no, Gerry. Gerry. Do you want some carrot? So far, I've stolen all of this. Whilst they've been. I'm sorry if the camera hasn't been pointing at Bunny. I've been. I was very much on a tough stealing mission. I did pretty well, I think. I've been tidying up your bum, Phoebe. Oh my gosh. Stealing a bit more. I think that's pretty good for a day's work. I did check the COVID test. I still feel like I can see a very faint line. So I'm like, better to be safe than sorry. Gerry, look, this is your wife. But it's difficult to see. Bless you. I don't know. But I'd always rather be on the side of caution. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, from that, I'd say nothing. But then if I hold it at certain angles, I'm like, something. So I don't know. I'm not sleeping downstairs. I've been, I was in the back bedroom last night, the Artemis room. But yeah, to me it looks negative, but then when I hold it at a certain angle, I'm like, is that a line? But I don't know. But then it's like, oh my gosh, she's immediately just back. Pee-pee! What a little monkey. Well, that's the second one that I've done that's been like that. Like if you motorbike, motorhead, if you Fifi, oh my gosh, Fifi, why are you like this? Eh? What are you doing? What are you up to? What's going on? What's going on in this bunny brain, eh? Hmm? Hmm? What happened in there? Who raised you? Who raised you, eh? To be such a pickle. She doesn't even care. Well, I'm going to, every time you do this, oh my gosh, look at that cloud of fluff that just flew over you. My goodness. as my hand just erupted in floof. Well, that can live there for now. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, that was a bit of a tough one. A tuft one, wasn't it? But is that going to stop you for 5 seconds doing it? Dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Oh, wait, there was a thingy. Lifelike, thank you very much for the 56 months. Goodness, another month of Banui. And Annie, I think I missed that one. Thank you very much for the 47 months. Thank you. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I swear last time I got it, there was this same thing. Oh, no, wait, no. It wasn't that I got it. I didn't have it in the end. Because then I tried one with a different packet. I'm pretty sure they are in date, but the two that I've tried that have had like the faintest of tiny little faint lines, if you look at them from the right angle with a torch, have both been from the same box. So I'm like, maybe I need to try one from a completely fresh box. But it's one of those things that I don't want to be, you don't want to be someone who gets other people ill. So I always err on the side of caution. But also, I don't want to stay inside forever. If I've just got a box of faulty tests. So I'll try a new box. See if that helps. Dear oh dear. I regularly ask my cat how she got who she raised her to be so sweet, even though I know it's my fault for sharing her with love from day one. Oh, bliss. Bless, bless. It's only a matter of time before Fifi goes back to that sofa. She's in menace mode. Staying inside forever seems pretty nice. Well, that was one of the things about the holiday, was it was so nice being outside pretty much all day. Just being on the beach, being out in the fresh air. Which is the reason that I'm so heckin' baffled that Kirsty or I or anyone could have caught anything on the holiday. Because we literally spent all our time outside on a beach with no one. I'm like, where do we even get something from? And because I'm like allergic to sea things, I was obsessively washing my hands all week and being like, don't touch your face, don't know, hand to mouth sort of thing. So I'm just like, how could one of us have got something? Chushi, no, I'm not. Kirsty isn't feeling very well. Bless her. Limewood, thank you very much for the 57 months. Good morning. Hope the fossil excursion was great and you wore enough layers. Well, you say that, but this time I had the opposite problem. And I had packed for cold and damp because it said that it was going to be cold and raining all week. And it was like glorious sunshine. It got to the point where I had to message Kat and be like, when you come down to the beach, can you bring my little top, please? Because I've worn a black t-shirt and oh boy, is it too much to be wearing right now. So yeah, it was lovely. Lovely. I mean, it did have sometimes when like it was a bit windy and that put a bit of a chill in the air, but yeah, sweaty fossil hunt. Yeah, it was definitely noticeable that it was like a lot busier than when we went last time, because last time we had times when we were the only people on the beach, whereas this time there was like, you might see like 8 other people in the stretch along the beach. And I had to go and tell someone off from a distance. I was that person because I saw them doing a big no thing on the beach. I made it sound like they were doing a poo. They weren't doing a poo. But they were at the, like, so people go along and they hit rocks with hammers because a lot of the rocks will have ammonites in. So it's, one of the main sounds that you hear on the beach is just people whacking rocks with hammers. And as we were leaving the beach, the strand, if you will, as we were leaving the beach, someone was hitting the cliff face with a hammer, and I had to go over and be like, dude, don't do that because that literally causes landslides. There are big signs everywhere being like, don't go near the cliffs, don't disturb the cliffs, beware of rockfall, all of this stuff. So I had to go over and be like, you do realize that if you keep doing this, you will probably die and that's bad for you. So please stop. And the worst part was they were there with their young child, like showing them how to do it. And I was like, it's one thing if you're doing stupid behavior, but if you're literally like encouraging your child to do it as well. So it was one of those things that I was like, I'm gonna go over and say something, because if we get back and then I hear like father and son crushed on the beach, it's like I wouldn't forgive myself. So I just went over and I was like, excuse me, please don't do this. And to be fair, when I look back, they were right by the sea hitting rocks. I was like, okay, yeah, you're safe there. That's fine. But yeah, dear oh dear. Like digging near a sand dune, yeah. She's like, please be safe. But the CCTV footage where there's a fire in a shop and someone brings their child inside to show them the fire. What? No. It's like, see, kids, this is why you don't start fires. Gerry, I'm not near you to stop you falling over. Please be balanced. Oh, my wobbly boy. Wobbly boy. Dear, oh dear. But other than that, yeah, the weather was lush. Thank you. But I ended up pretty much wearing the same thing every day because it was the only like sunny day stuff I'd bought. And I was like, I don't want to boil. And Kirsty took so many photos of me being in dad mode on holiday as well. Because I just kept on like... Because like I said, I had packed for like colder weather. I was there and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to get some D on my pins. So I was like rolling up my trousers and stuff and then just walking around and like sitting on benches with my hands across my tummy like, oh yeah, lovely bit of sunshine. She just found it very amusing for some reason. But yeah, it was very nice. Would recommend. Lyme is a very lovely place. I don't have a bum bag. I keep thinking I should get one because I know Lucy and Yak do nice bum bags. But no, I just had a little shoulder bag that had my jar that I took around that I put my trinkets in when I found nice things on the beach. I would put them in my jar. But I was very restrained this time and I didn't get too much because last time I came back with many a trinket, whereas this time I tried to be a bit more like, I will only take what really appeals to me. Fanny pack for the American viewers, yeah. Yeah. I've still got the same blooming song in my head and it's driving me mad. I think I need to listen to it when I finish the stream. You have responsible energy? Well, to be fair, I did have my shoulder bag and that had like tissues and plasters and hand sanitizer and all of the good stuff in. So I do like having that stuff on me, but I just don't normally have it. And I would like. Do you know what? Maybe this can be my bum bag era. The year of bum bag. Because you do get some nice ones. Morning Monday. And sanitizers are relative of yours. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it would have to be the right one. Have to be a nice. See, the thing is, with the Lucy and Yak bum bags, they seem to wear them more like across the body rather than over the bum, as God intended. They always seem to wear them as like little slouch bags. I just rock a regular backpack. That is good. I think the bum bag is good for quick accessibility. Because that's how I used to. So I sort of like used to professionally wear a bum bag because I had my camera pouch, and that's just like a pouch that you wear on a belt, and that would have all of the things that you need very quickly accessible. So that was like a very business bum bag, but I never got into the casual bum bag vibe. I did have a laugh at Kirsty's responsible mum story on last week's Comfort Zone about looking after Mark at the lab. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it do be good having that as your love language, just being taking care of people. It is nice. Boop, boop, boop. You wear them on the back? I used to wear one on the front in the early 90s. I think most people wear them on the front, but I guess you've got the option. If you want to have a free front, you can wear it over the back if you want to. It's however you want it to be, as is the glory of the bum bag. But yeah, I remember when in the early, well, I guess like late 90s, having like the little across the body bags became the fashion. I remember buying one from the Millennium Dome, as it was known at the time. I remember going there before the world ended, as we were all expecting at the time to happen. And for some reason, I chose to spend my money on merch. And I used to really like that bag, and then I lost it, and I've not seen it since. So I can't have loved it that much. Remember the wallets on a chain in your pocket? Oh my gosh, yes. And when like people went through a phase of wearing like bike chains as well. I've probably still got mine somewhere. And the shag bands. When everyone used to wear shag bands. Oh, those were the days. The height of fashion that was. Dear oh dear. I don't know what happened to all of that stuff they used to have. The what bands? So there used to be this thing where like, so people would wear, they were like little, I want to say rubber bands, but I don't mean like a rubber band. I mean like like, what material would they have been made out of? I've always thought of them as rubber. Plastic bracelets, but different colours. Yeah. So you'd have like, people would wear these like plastic bracelets. It was a very like emo kid thing to do. But then there became this whole like law that built up around it. And it was basically like, if someone was wearing like, I can't remember the code, so forgive me the inaccuracy of this story. But it was like, if someone was wearing like a green shag band and you broke it, then they had to kiss you. And it would basically build up until one of them. I think the black one was if you broke it, then you were legally obligated to marry them and make love that very same day. I don't know what the law actually was, but that was why they were called shag bands. I don't know anyone who actually obeyed the reasoning or the law of shag bands. And they were quite tough things to break anyway, so I don't think anyone would have broken them. JD, thank you very much for the 2 months. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Here's some people used to wear festival bracelets to show which festivals they'd been to. I remember when you'd get people who would have like 3 years worth of Reading Festival bracelets. And you're thinking, they must be old and stinky by now. I remember trying to like keep them on for a bit, but I think it would just irritate me too much. Are shag bands related to shag rugs? Not as far as I know. As far as I know, shag carpet is because it is shaggy in nature. I don't think is one that you're meant to rumpy pumpy on. But I might be wrong. I don't really know. I don't know the etymology of the word, or if it's related to the bird. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? That reminds me, I was looking at this thing for like pun championships the other day, and it was saying about how like the rules in like pun championships are things where if the word shares an etymological connection, then it doesn't count as a pun. Because it has to be, there was a phrase that they used. It has to be like, it was something like a linguistic coincidence or something like that. It couldn't actually be, the example they used were like, if you said, if it was something related to trains and you said you were training for this day, it couldn't work because the etymology of those two versions of train is shared, so it wouldn't count as a pun and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, how blooming smart would you have to be to know? You'd have to like check all of your, like, to actually know where the words come from, sort of thing. Oh my goodness. Hello Ted, how's it going? Ted, thank you very much for the 53 months. I made it just in time. That you did. That you did. But yeah, very smart. I've forgotten the other point I was going to make. I remember a time in the mid to late 90s where ankle bracelets made a big impression on everyone. But I see how she sounded when it was just me, and then Saray paid and sounded happy. No, Ted, that's not true. That's not true. Oh, Ted, you're here. I mean, Ted, thank you. Oh my God, babe. Thanks, bestie. Yeah. So happy to have you here. Oh. How about nowadays you get people doing permanent bracelets? What, like tattooed? Tattooed bracelets? Like tattooed makeup and such? Oh my goodness, get this song out of my head, please. I'm driving myself mad. Okay, it's time for me to head off anyway. I'm going to go and I'm going to listen to this stupid song and hope that it gets it out of my head. And maybe it'll just cement it in a bit further. Just sing it. I can't sing it because it's a Baby No Money song. So it's basically the one that goes like da 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 da, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm swinging big dick energy. But because there's so many parts to it, it's not like just a song you can sing along to, because it's all of the things together that have it stuck in my head. Oh, but yeah, that's why I can't just sing along to it. We can go to Raffy. Raffy is a good shout. Very lovely. Do 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 do. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. That was stuck in my head. Excellent. Maybe I've passed it on to you. Maybe it's like it's It Follows. Is that the film where people go, oh my goodness, I had my eyes closed, Fifi. That I suddenly just felt a bunny upon my feet. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, everyone. Oh, big stretch. Oh, you can't see it because Fifi's in the way. Well, everyone, have a lovely day. It's looking like I will be streaming later this afternoon. So, oh, you flumped. Oh, you heckin' flump and stretch. What a woman. I forgot what I was saying. Bye. Look after yourselves. Be good. Take care. I'm hungry. I want beans. Oh my gosh, did you hear that tummy rumble? As if on cue. I am hungry. Allow me to enunciate. Anyway, everyone, ich habe Hunger. Ich bin hungrig. Ich muss Beans on Toast essen. Bye bye, everyone. Look after yourselves. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Thank you, lifelike. Boop.